Arndt, I'll pass it over to you, buddy.
There you go. Yep, absolutely. Got to find that mute button. Thank you, guys. Welcome, guys, to the this is the Wednesday Wisdom from Peter call, and it is February 23rd, and we have got some wisdom from Amanda Arndt today, and I'm so doggone excited. This lady is one of my favorite people on the earth, and I want to share with you a little introduction that was written by her agency owner, Travis Wilson. And Amanda lights up the world she lives in. She has a zest and joy for life that is unmatched. Being Amanda's friend is easy. Being Amanda's enemy is difficult. She's fierce, hungry, and competitive. She can body slam boys and bitch slap girls, all while laughing, having cocktails, and being a world-class mom. The most real deal I've ever had the privilege to work with and call partner. Guys, here's a couple of her credentials. Her best week in sales is $61,000 of premium. Her best month in personal sales is $104,000 of net premium. She started in July 3 years ago, and by December, by the end of that year, 6 months later, she was the number 6 agent in the nation. Okay. While she was well on her way to breaking my own first year record, she had the cojones to give me a phone call and pick my brain on how exactly to do that. My recommendation to her, amongst other things, was keep doing what you've been doing, because you are doing absolutely amazing. She let go of that dream of the all-time first year record because she saw the bigger picture early on and decided to really start building her team, and probably gave away enough premium the next 6 months that would have got her to the all-time first year record. But she became an agency owner faster than anyone that I am aware of in the company in 3 years. She is currently the only female agency owner in Globe Life Family Heritage Division, and only the second in the last 10 years. So her first week in the field she rode an eagle. And then the next 9 weeks in a row, she also rode an eagle every single week to start her career. So, yeah, as far as her team credentials, in their first 6 months of building a team, she ended up that year just shy of $1 million in premium. And in their second year, finished that year over $3 million in premium. They're currently up 40% already year to date, year over year. So guys, look out, buckle up, and let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm Schneider Agency and Davenport Agency welcome to the one, the only, the incomparable Miss Amanda Arndt.
Wow. Thank you guys so much. This is awesome. I'm super excited. I am pumped to be here. I absolutely love your two AOs, Kyle and Van, and it's true, Van and I talked within my first couple months that I was going to break his record. I just called him up and we chit-chatted from there. So it's super fun. You have an amazing team. I'm looking at who's on your group, who's in your agencies, and wow, so much fun. I wanted to kick off right away by recognizing I love how you guys are celebrating direct recruits, field recruiting. You guys, field recruiting is a cultural thing. If you don't do it within your agencies, other people expect like their AOs are just going to feed them agents, and that is bull, right? And so I am a field recruit. Field recruiting is near and dear to my heart. If a woman hadn't offered me to show me what they were doing, we were buying, how I was field recruited is, this is how crazy, this is how easy this is. She was like, we were buying her house. It was a for sale by owner. And she was like, you're really organized. What do you do? And I was like, well, what do you do? And she showed me the product. And I knew immediately, it was like visceral that one, I wanted that product for my family. I think most of you know, but some of you probably don't. My son, he is a NICU baby. He was premature. Kyle and I was a stay-at-home mom. We are like the walking, talking poster child for family heritage, because it doesn't matter where you're at on the financial spectrum. If you're at the very beginning of building your nest egg or at the very end and have your nest egg, our products make sense for everyone. Let me say that again. Our products make sense for everyone. And I would have done anything to have that product when Bo was in 3 different hospitals, in the ambulance, Kyle was out of work for weeks. We drained our savings account. We paid for 3, and we didn't have insurance. We didn't have insurance at the time because my husband was working for the oil field and they switched him to a different company. And there was 2 weeks that he couldn't pick up insurance. And I was like, babe, I'm fine, totally fine. Baby's cooking, we're good. He went to work Sunday and my water broke Tuesday. So like, I cannot tell you, we almost went medically bankrupt. We sold everything down to 3 forks, 3 knives, 3 spoons. We even sold our house, like everything to pay medical bills that we had accumulated. And it's just incredible to me what that would have done for my family and I, of that NICU, that ICU. So that is my favorite policy, and I'm always selling that. And it makes sense, once again, no matter what end of the financial spectrum you're on, because either you're just starting your nest egg or you want to protect your nest egg. Our products make sense. So long story, we moved out to North Dakota. I didn't know a single person, didn't know anyone, don't have a friend, don't have anything. And we're buying this house, and like I said, this woman demos the product to me. She's moving to Wyoming. And I was like, I want this. I want to do it. I'm going to do it exceedingly well. And that was the start of my career. I got my insurance license. Already had my insurance license, actually, because I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life at that point. I didn't want to be a stay-at-home mom. God bless stay-at-home moms, but it's just not my cup of tea. And I was trying to figure that out. And what the amazing thing was is that, just being open to the universe, just having an open heart, open mind, and it just landed in my lap, and I took off from there. I walked into every single business. I'm Amanda Arndt. I just opened an agency here in Watford City, stopping by to introduce myself. Who do I talk to? Who do I shake a hand with? That is all I said. I didn't know what I was saying, what I was doing, but it was being genuine, right? Being kind, being knowledgeable about my product, and being incredibly passionate. Because in the beginning, you guys, they are buying our product, but who are they first buying? They're buying you as the agent. You're the one that's influencing that energy in the room. You're the one that's starting that conversation. You're the one that starts the whole ball rolling. And so that's the most important thing, is every single business that I walk into it like it's my last. Like, I don't have another shot at this. Here I go. There's nothing about me that is robotic. There's nothing about me that is subdued. There's nothing about me like, listen, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you run a multi-million-dollar company. I don't care if you run a multi-million-dollar agency. I'm talking to you. If you're not partnering with your other insurance agents and your insurance brokers in your area, oh my goodness, you're missing out, because they don't do what we do, and we do it so exceptionally well. And you guys can have a networking. I have so many networking relationships with other insurance agents in like 100-mile radius that I get calls constantly of, hey, I have someone looking for a supplemental, because I'm running into business owners that are like, well, do you do P&A? Do you do all this stuff? And I'm able to throw them clients as well. So it's how you market yourself, how you create your own personal brand. What's amazing is I have one of the best mentors ever. Travis Wilson is my mentor, right? But people out here don't know Travis Wilson. They don't know who he is. So I'm the Arndt agency, and I run my business like a business from day one. And our relationship is symbiotic, because my success is Travis's success. I've really never heard Travis tell me no. Like, he'll caution me of like, do you really want to do that? And then it totally goes down in a ball of flames, and I come limping back from my latest escapade and it didn't work out good. But you know, the same thing is I learned, I'm always failing forward. Let me say that again. I'm always failing forward. There's always a takeaway in every single situation. And there's always a silver lining if you're smart enough and you're open enough to look for it. So one of the things that I did right away is that I belong to 3 chambers of commerce. I belong to Rotary. I donate for Toys for Tots, for Blue Santa. I always pay for a table at Pheasants Forever. I buy a rifle for the McKenzie County Rifle. What am I trying to think? Rifle raffle. The Mattahay Trail. And the reason why I do that is because I want to create the community brand. I don't drive anywhere, you guys. The nearest Walmart to me is over an hour and 15 minutes away. I have 1 grocery store in this town, and I have created a multi-million-dollar business out of that. I don't have massive amounts. I have farmers and ranchers, but it's because of my good name. It's because of how hard I work. It's because of how much I've dug into my community that I am the go-to person for insurance. We have a brick and mortar office right downtown Main Street. Do you know when I did that? I was an FD4. I didn't wait. I didn't ask, I was like, Travis, I need an office. He's like, yeah. I'm like, no, I want an office. And then I called him, I FaceTimed him with a realtor, and I was like, what do you think? I'm getting this office. He's like, okay, you're getting an office, right? Because it's my business. And I did that as an FD4. I didn't wait till I was a market or a regional or whatever, because I knew the value of myself and I knew the value of what this was going to create. I always see the big picture constantly, right? Biggest thing ever. And the thing too is that, listen, I'm not the most talented. I'm not. I don't come from money. I don't have a degree. What I have is that I'm from the military. I'm scrappy as hell. And I'm nobody in this entire company is ever going to outwork me, ever. And that's the thing. And that's the mindset that I have of how I turn on my business every single day. Every single day. Like my agents know that I'm working. I am working. They don't have to think like, what is she doing? Where's she at, right? The biggest thing too is for all of you FDs, all of you MDs, all of you RDs, like you got to be with your people. The magic happens in the field. It happens together. And one of the things that's very unique to us is how many agents do you think we have in this teeny tiny town of Watford City? Interaction. If you guys can't talk now,
3.
I don't know.
I think you have
3.
6.
We have 9.
4.
We have 9. We have 9 agents. So if you think that you don't have that abundance mindset, if you're worried about over recruiting yourself, that is bull zips, right? Like that is like absolutely crazy, because you can never out recruit yourself. You can never have too many agents in one area. And what's so fun too, is that all of us ride together. It's like one big train more constantly of who we get to work with. They become better agents. They always do like, hey, this one's yours, this one's mine, this one's yours, this one's mine, this one's yours, this one's mine. And they share. And because of that, they even share businesses. What do you think that does for the business owner?
Builds trust.
The big presence.
It's the presence, it's the trust, it's the customer service. They have the best customer service in the world because they have 2 agents that are constantly able to help them. To create that, to do re-enrollments, to reservice clients, to reservice those businesses. You guys, if you're not working with someone, you are missing out. You need to be in a car with someone else once a week. Because this job, it can get lonely, it can get boring. It can get boring, right? But if you're with someone else having fun, calling each other and meeting up for lunches and telling, little stories and making each other laugh, having that human connection together, having that team connection. When we do Train Mores, we make a team goal together the week before of what we were going to hit. And it's the whole team striving together for that. Not just me saying, hey, we're going for 100K this week. Are you guys ready? It's us coming together to decide of, hey, where are we at? What is this looking? What do you guys want to do? And from that, we create our goal for Train More's as a team. One of the biggest things too is that you have to give yourself permission right now. If you haven't written yourself a letter of success, a letter of intent, you need to do so. And that is like one of the most powerful things for me, is that like, if it's out of sight, out of mind, I wrote myself a letter. It's right here. It hangs by my desk. I wrote it on the way home from sales school on the plane. It said that I was going to be an agency owner in 6 years, 2025. I did it in 2.5, right? But I see this letter. I see what I want. It's a very humbling thing of where I wanted from the beginning, what I wanted. My statement to myself, I even have statement to myself, right? Of what I was going to do. It's so funny. It's almost, I love it. It's one of my most favorite possessions in my office. And another thing is, some of you guys heard that, is people were asking me what this is behind me. These are all thank you letters from clients, from agents, pictures of my family, pictures of trips, letters from Travis, just different stuff that motivates me, that excites me, that is just an incredible thing. I want to show you my favorite one. We just paid this family over $100,000. It literally saved their farm. If you don't understand the power of our product and what we are doing, you have to read IRAs, and you need to talk to someone else. You have to get that passion behind, because no one is going to shut me down when I'm walking into a business that they don't need this, that they're overinsured, that they have something, because they don't. They don't have it. What we have is the best of the best, and this is how insurance should be. Let me say that again. This is how insurance should be. Why wouldn't you want to have this for your employees? It's a win-win situation no matter what. So that's kind of just a start. I'm going to pause there before I jump into the second part. Do you guys have any questions, comments, clarifications, something that you want me to talk about?
Amanda,
Yes,
I have a question.
Amanda. Oh,
Whenever you get the I'm too insured, or the my employees don't need it, how do you answer that question? Or how do you go about saying, you may be too insured, but your employees, how do you get them to give you the option to show it to them after they completely knock you down?
It's one of my favorite, Erica. So when they're like, yeah, well, are they saying like they don't want the insurance? They have too much insurance? Ask your question again, just so I make sure I'm hearing it again.
So the owners or managers would be like, well, I'm good. I have enough insurance, and my employees, they don't need it. They're covered. We're all good.
So then I look dead at that employer and I say, well, what are you going to do? Are you paying for their cancer when they come to cancer? Because 1 in 8 women get breast cancer. 3 out of 4 families are going to deal with cancer. Are you going to be able to hold your head up and be like, why didn't I take this product? Because you have the best product in the world standing in front of you right now.
Sounds
right?
good.
Like hit them with facts. Hit them, like if they flex on me, I flex immediately back. I am not a sales agent. I am on an educational platform, and I know that I have the best. Like nobody, like I'm always polite, right? One time I got really mad and I really wanted to say something else, but all I looked at and told the business owner to have an okay day. Have an okay day, sir. And then I walked away. But just so you know, that's also things, but don't back down.
Okay.
Don't cower. You influence that energy in the room. You're the one that they need you. And that's the mindset that you have to switch. You have to be the agency owner, the CEO. You are the insurance provider, the insurance educator, whatever you want to call yourself. You're the CEO for your town, your community. Stop driving too, by the way, you guys. Why are you not working your hometown, your home turf, your home area? Like that should be the biggest, most important part that you just hit. Any other questions? Great question, Erica.
Thank you.
Yes, you said that one of your favorite policies to sell is the ICU.
Oh my gosh, it's the Rockstar policy. Why
As
wouldn't
well-
you?
Yeah, I just want to hear like how, like what are some maybe
Yeah.
things?
So I hope you guys too, like when you're demoing, are you demoing all the products?
Yeah.
Think about that. Because if you're not, you should be. You should be demoing. When you're demoing all the products. Because you don't have to do like the iceberg page all again, but you do need to demo what they do for people, right? You have to demo that, because if you're only coming in and showing part of a quarter of what we do, I don't want the accident policy, but I do want the cancer and ICU, right? And if you don't show me that, how do I know that even exists? So when I get to the ICU policy, I say, hey, listen, this is our Rockstar policy. I don't care where you're at on any level financially. This makes sense for all of America, because let me show you in black and white. I even know my demo, you guys, without the demo in front of me. I eat, sleep, breathe this, okay? So let me show you, even in black letters, bold right here, it's for any reason. And I zoom in the iPad, for any reason, in black letters. This makes sense no matter what. No matter what. Cancer, catastrophic illness, heart, accident, any reason, this protects you and your family. It's literally, you've just wrapped yourself and your bank account in bubble wrap.
Yeah.
And then I point out something like if they have a coffee, or what is your accident? What's your base level accident price? Someone tell me. What's base level accident? The cheapest amount.
$14.50. Like $14, $17, something like that.
Hey, I see that you have a coffee in front of you. How often do you get coffee?
Every day.
Yeah, do you think it adds up more than $14?
Of course.
So our policy is $14 a month, and you're paying that on coffee. Why are we not getting this today?
Yeah.
It's how I'm so assured, like you're not going to tell me no, right? It's the confidence. Of course I get told no, you guys, but just so you know that too. But it's just because I'm out there and I speak to so many more people. That's the difference, is when I speak to so many people. Great questions. Any others?
Amanda, I think your confidence in everybody on this call just is like overflowing, and hopefully everybody is kind of absorbing that like a sponge. It's catchy. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're catchy.
That's what I tell my wife all the time.
I love you, Todd.
And she laughs just like we do.
So good. So good. Okay. Yes. Oh, sorry, it went out.
What's the population of your town?
Oh gosh, I think it's like 6,000.
Okay.
I do. I think it's 6,000. I don't know. We have one post office, one grocery store, a dental office.
9 agents, 6,000 people, and there's plenty to go around. I love it. Thanks.
So much.
Thank you.
So much. Like an agent, one of our agents just wrote an Eagle last week. She wrote 12,000. But it's the mindset that we have, and it's our teamwork and how we work together. It's huge. And we like, now you guys have business owners coming to me, to my office, to see what I'm doing for other business owners, what me and my team are doing for other business owners. That's the kind of business we've built and the culture we've built. Does this call end at 7:30? I don't know where we're at. I'm sorry.
It ends when you're done.
That's
Okay.
exactly right. It ends when you're done talking.
Keep going.
Go.
So last thing is, like, also you guys need to know is that I'm a mom, I'm a wife, right? I have a little guy. When I started, he was 2. He was 2 years old. And so balancing that was so important. The best thing that I can tell you is that every single day, eat the elephant in the room. I know that sounds crazy, but whatever you're procrastinating on, Whatever is your biggest thing that you need to get done, do it very first, because that's going to set the tone for your entire day. And this has never changed either. Every single morning, I ask what my business needs from me, And then at the end of the day, I set myself a schedule. I am working and my office is open from 7 until 5. 7 until 5, I have an open door policy to my agents, my clients, everyone. As soon as 5 o'clock rolls though, guess what? I am shut down. I have to be. I shut that off to my clients, to my agents, to everything, because my family needs me as well. And same with my weekends. I'm hyper protective of my weekends. I can't do anything anyways. The claims office is closed. You need to set hours and times, even on your voicemail. Hey, my name is Amanda Arndt. Hey, you reached Amanda Arndt with the Arndt Agency. My office hours are from 8 or 7 until 5:30. Sorry, we're dealing with a cold in the house. 7 to 5:30. If you've reached me outside of office hours, I will give you a call back the very next morning, or however that looks like to you. But put your office hours in your voicemail so that your agent, everyone just knows these are your office hours, you guys. This is when I'm available. And make that and set the boundary and set it very crystal clear. Okay. And the last thing that I want to tell you guys is every single day at 5 o'clock, every single day at 5 o'clock, I asked myself if I would hire myself or if I would fire myself. How powerful is that? If I would hire myself or if I would fire myself. Yesterday, I would have given myself a raise, okay? It was absolutely insane Monday. We were flying and rolling. But at the end of the day, it gives myself like the permission and the grace to turn off. Because if I know if I've hired myself, I've done everything possible, and there's no way that I need to keep those wheels burning. Otherwise, I will burn out. I will self-combust. So in the morning, what does my business need from me? Eat the elephant in the room, get it done, get the biggest thing that you're procrastinating on off your plate. It sets the tone for the day. And at the end of the day, ask yourself, would you hire yourself or would you fire yourself? And that's all I've got.
I just wrote that on my board, Amanda. Would I hire myself or fire myself?
Yes, it is such a powerful statement because you are the CEO. You're the business owner. You are the agency owner of your agency. Van and Kyle
Get off the call. I just fired myself.
I fired myself. I fire myself all the time.
Amanda, that reminds me of a Rob McLean quote that I like to say a lot. It's, what kind of company would my company be if everyone in my company was just like me? And it kind of helps you level up. Guys, any questions? This is an incredible opportunity. We got a force of nature on here with us. And I guarantee you, if you have the question, there's 10 other people that have the same question that just are waiting for you to ask it.
Amanda, I'm going to jump out and just ask this one. So the population is only 6,000 there. You have 9 agents, but you're writing that much in premium. What type of businesses? Like how did you level up? Like, most agents start, at the Family Dollars or Dollar Generals and, CVS's or just random stores or mom and pop shops. I mean, I got into a Walmart my first week and rode an Eagle, but, it's not everyone does that. And some people do it, week after week, like yourself. Like how did you grow into bigger businesses, or what did you do?
Yep. So your goals need to be so big that you have to grow into them. Let me say that again. Your goals have to be so big that you as an individual, you as the business owner, have to grow yourself into them. I'm doing this for my first year of AO. You better believe the goals that I have are going to blow people's mind. But that's where we're at, is I have to grow as an individual into that. And that's such a great question, is that, yes, start out with your mom and pop, but also I work with the hospital. I work with the schools. I work with the clinics. I cover the doctors. because I don't have that mindset of, oh, this is only for blue collars, you know, blue collar work. No way, this is for professionals. I cover multimillionaires with these policies because they love that it protects their nest egg, that it's an investment into them. It's a tax write-off. Start knowing your product. Start knowing who you're talking to and have that mindset switch of like, listen, I always tease the managers or the business owners, like, guess what, you guys, you're the first one that's gonna be like, ah, yeah, you can show it to me or show it to my employees, but I'm not interested. And I'm like, and you are always the ones that need it the most because you're the ones that get hurt. You're the ones that are stressed out. You're the ones that have the heart attacks. And I tell them, you need these policies because they make sense no matter what. This is how insurance should be. Let me show you why I'm working with 200, 300 businesses in a 50-mile radius. You just got my whole thing right there. That is truly what I say. So you have to grow into those, but at the same time, you need to be approaching them every single week because the more professional business, the longer these stay on the books, the more your residual income, everything, they're not going to have the non-sufficient funds. They're not going to have the no longer need. Like yes, of course, everybody needs our protection, but that's another thing is I don't ever look at a door and be like, I'm not good enough to walk in that door. I think, hell yeah, here we go. Who am I going to meet? Who's next?
Awesome.
Great question.
Hey, Amanda, that was awesome. This is Maria Klusenek. My question for you is, what is your favorite way to empower a spouse to make this decision without their spouse, especially when you are showing multiple policies at a time?
Yeah, this is one of my favorites. If it's a man, I love you guys. I love you, but I'm going to go straight for the mindset. And I say, listen, Kyle, are you the breadwinner of your family?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
So
sure.
you're the breadwinner. So if something happened to you, I mean, the whole family would crumble, correct? Is that safe to say? So let's get you protected today, at least. And from there, you can go home and talk to your wife and add if they want to add the wife and kids later on. So no matter what, I'm protecting Kyle in that moment. And then he can come home, talk to his wife and kids, but I am leaving with a sale that day. I am not waiting till he talks to his wife about, I'm getting him protected. He is the breadwinner. I'm going to protect him and I'm going to protect his family. And from there, they can make the family decision if they want to add the wife and kids. Does that help?
Yes.
Maria?
Yeah, that was
Gold.
helpful.
Oh my gosh.
Right? So I'm going to go after your primal instinct. The man wants to protect the family. It's psychology, you guys. He wants to be the breadwinner. He's never not going to say, no, I'm not the breadwinner. My wife is, no, I don't care what happens to me. They're going to totally be like gorilla style. Yeah, I'm the breadwinner. I've got this. This woman's not going to tell me, and they're going to say, yeah, let's get this policy. Let's get this started. You're right. Yes. And I say, if you were to get hurt, seriously hurt, would it be fair to say that your entire family life savings, everything that you're working so hard right now for would crumble? But yes, it would. I'm the breadwinner. Then let's get you and your family, get you protected today. Let's get that started. Let's get that in place. And then you can talk to your wife about getting her and the kids on later on. Sounds good? Sounds fair? Thumbs up? Thumbs up. And I'm going. Hey, where do you get your mail at? Right? It's that easy.
Guys, there's a difference between pushy and passion. This is passion. All right. I just want to challenge us, guys. Are we passionate? Do we believe in what we're showing people? Because when you are, guys, you can talk to people like this. Because sales isn't something that you do to someone. It's something that we do for and with someone. And that's servant leadership right there.
100,000 and it saved their farm. In 4 months, he had a stroke. He never had any heart issues ever. He was in the hospital ICU, 100,000. Amanda, thank you so very much for all you've done for our family. We appreciate it more than you'll ever know. God bless you, Paula and Jet. I read this and I get goosebumps every time because they don't know what they're saying no to.
Wow.
Amazing.
Guys,
It's
anybody?
a confidence too. I would say, guys, the difference, a lot of people come into the business and they lack the confidence that this product is the absolute best. Okay. You've got to have that confidence. And Amanda, you reek of it. And that's amazing. So thank you so much. I hope it's just kind of rubbing off on everybody, but you don't know how funny it was when you said to Kyle, the gorilla, because that's DJ K. Schnei.
I love it, but it's true. Just know, you have to know your demographic. You have to know who you're talking to, right? Like if I'm walking into a multi-million-dollar business, I'm walking in with a dress, a blazer, heels. If I'm walking into the farmer and rancher, I'm wearing jeans and cowgirl boots. I know who I'm talking to. I know my demographic. I know the people, right? You have to be different levels of yourself for different businesses, for different people, different things that you want to approach. I've got time for one more question and then I got to hop off.
Hey, Amanda, this is Zach.
Hi, Zach.
How are you doing?
Good. How
I'm
are
glad
you?
that you're on. Very good. I keep waking up. So the longer you're here and the longer things get stagnant, in which we have a growing business, it's a good deal. And it's a great culture, but the longer, and it appears that the longer things go on without, the mindset, you've mentioned mindset numerous times. What would be your recommendation for changing the mindset? Teaching the old dog new tricks. What would be your advice for saying, hey, we've done it good, we've done it well. Hey, but let's turn it up a notch.
Yes.
What would be something you would say to somebody who's been in for 5-10 years?
Yeah. Yep. What do you think the most expensive sentence that's uttered in business is? Because we've always done it this way. Because we've always done it this way. That's why we're doing it. That immediately makes my hackles raise, my hair stand on end, and you are shooting yourself in the foot, man. That's the thing too, is that, and the biggest thing too, Zach, is knowing my own why. I know my why. And if you guys don't know your why, you need to do a deep check into that. When you find your why, it's like your soul is set on fire. You get tears, you get goosebumps, and you get to this realization of whoa, this is my why. When I talk about my why, I get goosebumps every time. Okay. So that is so important. That is such a driving force, and your why changes sometimes. It does, it changes. So that's something that you need to revisit every 6 months. Every 6 months, right? And how to keep that, your why keeps you no dust is going to land on you. It's going to burn it right off. Because of that, of constantly too being hungry. You guys, I'm not hungry. I'm freaking starving, right? I want this so bad that there's no one that's going to get in my way. I'm going to call agency owners. You don't understand the audacity sometimes that I have. I was calling Van within a couple of months. I called Kyle before I was even AO, and I was I want this, right? Because I'm starving. I want to know every single aspect of that business, and I'm going to take what I want from it and then leave the rest. What works for me and what works for my business, what works for my people is not going to be the same thing that works for you guys. We're in different cultures, different things, but no matter what, there's similar things that are going to work. Use those. Talk to more people. Have people outside of your own agency. I have accountability partners outside of my agency. I have mentors. I have 3 mentors this year. 3 within Family Heritage that I called up and said, listen, I want you to be my mentor. I will set everything up. I will do everything. I will create the Zoom invites. They're not going to do anything but just show up, because that's your job as the mentoree. So that's the level that you need to be at to raise your own game. If you're the leader, if you're not setting that bar as high for yourself, you are doing a disservice to your agents. And that is a hard, cold, like, you got to take a look of self-awareness, right? Constantly raising the bar for yourself, because the speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. Hope that helps, Zach.
That was perfect. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Amanda, thank you for agreeing to be on every call every morning. We do it at 8 o'clock.
Oh my goodness.
Amanda, stand here.
Good.
Ben, you're muted, buddy.
Your town
Yeah,
and be
that's-
your 10th agent.
That's Van trying to talk, but he's having technical issues all this week
It's all good. Hey,
Perfect.
with his phone, computers, everything.
Thank
Amanda,
you,
thank
Amanda,
you
very
so
much. Thank you. Thank you.
Guys,
yeah.
audible.
Amanda,
Can you guys
thank
hear
you
me?
so much.
So pat my butt, Mom.
Can I be heard right now?
No,
Am I
Molly,
heard?
you're. No, I'll get your butt. Come here. Ready?
We-
Oh, good.
Whoever's
We-
touching somebody's
Van.
butt, we've got to mute yourself. I'm not against it. It's just we're on the call.
Guys, take a look at your notes and change one thing today. We got 3 weeks left in this, 3.5 weeks left in this quarter. It's time to start thinking about Q2 and our goals. And man, what a great way to think big after what was just shared with us today. So change one thing today, guys. Implement one thing and do it again tomorrow and the next day. And let's create some new habits, because man, it's not just what we know, but what we put into action that makes the difference. So Amanda, thanks again. Thank you guys for being on. Kyle, thanks for recording this, and we will get it out to you guys as soon as it is available. Have a great day, guys.
Hi, guys.
Thank you, Amanda.
Thanks, Amanda.
Woo!
Thanks, Amanda.
Let's go.
Thanks, Amanda.
Thank you very much, Amanda.
Oh my God, Rockstar. Thank you so much.